You're watching Cricbuzz Comm Box. The first 15 overs saw Australia really lay a solid foundation for what clearly looks like a 350 kind of pitch. 91 at the end of the 15. Dinesh Karthik joins me. Let's take a look at the match summary so far. What's happened? Who's been among the runs? Clearly, Mitchell Marsh, very hungry, is looking solid as well. 47 not out. The 2 wickets so far, Steve Smith was just starting to look good, and he got dismissed because of a terrific catch from KL Rahul. Labuschagne has just come and Travis had got out very early on in the innings. Hardik Pandya has bowled 5 overs. That's a bigger number than the runs he's given. Just a quick wicket of Steve Smith as well. Siraj got the wicket of Travis had played on as well. So 91 for 5. DK, no surprise. Looking at the score, you know what pitch it is and how it's behaving.
Yes, it looks a very flat deck. But the one thing that has happened is the odd ball is seamed and there is a bit of swing. Hardik Pandya was able to swing it both ways, and that's why he troubled the batters. And you could see the wicket of Steven Smith came after a couple of overs of pressure where he created the doubt in the batsman which way the ball was going to swing. Good on him to be able to do that on a flat Bombay wicket on a hot afternoon. Right.
Hardik Pandya won the toss, and in fact, yesterday in the press conference he said things change every 6 overs. Not 5, not 10, every 6 overs. And right on cue, he comes into bowl in the 7th over. How surprised were you to see him come in at that point?
Not surprised. These days, he wants to make it a point to bowl with the newer ball. He likes the fact that he's now found the in-swinger, which he has been searching for some time, so he wants to execute that. And you can literally see the happiness on his face every time he's able to land that in-swinger perfectly in.
And he's just that expression on his face when the ball sort of comes in. You see him having this childlike enthusiasm on his face. But what a beauty to get rid of Steve Smith.
Yes, the ball by itself shot, you felt that as a batsman you could put it away, but what was good was the catch taken by KL Rahul. Yes. He's kept wickets really well. Some couple of tough takes down the leg. He's managed to get on to those ones. He looks like a keeper who's confident, and that is very important. We have a tricky selection probably in a couple of months' time for the World Test Championship final, and if KL Rahul is mentally up for it in terms of being ready to do the long hours of keeping, then it could be an interesting choice. But for the moment, he looked really good with the gloves.
This could rub off on his batting as well, isn't it? Sometimes things unlock mentally as well if you've had a good day in the field with the gloves behind.
Absolutely. I think it's a bit of a nice feeling when you're able to keep well. You know you've contributed in one side of the game, which is one of the reasons why you're picked for. And batting comes to him naturally. And in the recent past in ODI cricket, he's done really well batting at 5. So you'd want to continue that form.
Let's take a look at India's bowling card so far. Hardik Pandya has bowled 5 of the first 15. Just the 1 over, which is the 14th, I think, for Ravindra Jadeja. Shardul Thakur has looked all right as well. Siraj, a touch expensive. Just a couple of boundary balls that made his numbers look the way they are. But overall, what did you make of Shami and Siraj with the new ball on this flat deck?
I thought Shami hit the seam well, something that is really expected of him, that he expects of himself. Siraj will always be the kind of bowler that goes for runs but will get you those wickets because he's always looking for that big out-swinging ball which gets the nick or the one that jags back in. So the chance of runs going as well, because he isn't shy of using the short ball, and hence you see the economy of 7.5. Shardul Thakur found swing but not a lot, just the 2 over spell. We'll see him bowl a lot more. But the key bowler is yet to come on, Kuldeep Yadav. I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table. He's done really well in the recent past, so I'm looking forward to watching him bowl.
Yes, it will be a different kind of challenge for someone like a Mitchell Marsh who's batted with such great intent. Those 3 boundaries in that Siraj over just showed us the kind of zone he is in mentally.
Look, it's a very interesting opportunity for Mitchell Marsh, and I say this because if Warner comes back, Warner head will open. So will Mitchell Marsh find a slot in this batting lineup? These are the opportunities that you'd want to make best use of, and he's looking really good till now that he's batted.
Yes, 91 for 2 at the 15 over mark, 94 for 2 at the 16 over mark. So it looks like it's going to be a very interesting middle overs passage to see Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja possibly bowling in tandem to see if they can stop Australia in the blocks. If not, they're looking very, very good for 325 at least. We'll take a bit of a breather here. Dinesh Karthik and I will head off for a quick meal with Ajay Jadeja and Gaurav Kapoor and Zahir Khan and Partha Patel. But we promise to see you again on Cricbuzz Comm Box at the end of the 35th over of this innings. To join us then.